Hey Pisces, welcome to High Priestess Healing Tarot, where you are the High Priestess, baby. I hope you had a beautiful full moon. Shout out to the High Priestesses that came to the full moon ceremony. Love you guys so much. Let's see what juicy hot goss Spirit has for us today. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, Ancestors, Archangel Michael. Please help me in pulling insights for the High Priestess Collective. Highest timelines, highest messages for the... You've got the magic in you. Okay, baby. What magic are we wielding, Pisces? You are ripe with manifestation energy right now. Maybe this has been like throughout the month. Maybe you've been like really cashing in on the 888 energy that we're experiencing this month, since we have those 3 888 portals. Maybe you're asking for bigger, better, limitless manifestations or wishes. Okay, the Ouroboros, which is your belt in the Magician card, is green, and that's like groundedness in the death and the rebirth. Some of you have gotten really comfortable with like truly, it's not even facing death and rebirth. It's like, let it go, like let it die, let it go. There's like something that's super grounding about your energy or your presence because of this, like, I don't know if you've gotten rid of the fear of death and rebirth energy, or if like you've seen death and rebirth play out so many times now that you kind of are like, I understand the pattern of this, so there is nothing for me to fear. And that the reason why that's important is when we are creating, channeling, manifesting, reading cards from a place of, I'm not afraid anymore. Everything is so much clearer. That's actually when you come into natural alignment or natural manifestations. It's like you just, alignment is like when you just get yourself on the right path. If like all of these paths are conveyor belts and they're all going to move you towards something, being in alignment is like, I'm facing the right way and this conveyor belt is moving me with ease, and I'm like surrendering to this process, recognizing it's almost like letting Spirit take the wheel. You're getting more comfortable letting Spirit take the wheel, Pisces? Or you're coming into that energy? Tell me more about this Magician. Okay, that's too many, but wow. Money, joy, a burden over, major stability. Okay. Oh my God. Make a wish. What do you want, Pisces? Magician in the sun. I know I'm being playful, but for real, actually, what do you fucking want? Right? What do you want? Maybe you're not asking big enough. Maybe this is the invitation, like ask for more. Maybe you're asking for small stuff, and in your head, maybe you think it's big stuff. This is giving like limitless, sun shining down on you in every way. Maybe even tapping into what would my inner child, like think back to 6, 7, 8, 9-year-old you. What did they want and maybe not get to experience? And then can you gift that to them now? Or like and like in that energy of like giving my inner child something that they wanted, craved, desired, in giving that inner child that experience, that feeling, the emotion tied to that experience, that puts you in primo manifestation energy. For real. If you think about kids, some of you already know this, but like children from in utero till about age 7 approximately, they're in a different brainwave than us. The brainwave that they're in is essentially an absorption mode. They're like absorbing everything around us that we kind of like don't even clock, you know, like colors and what wind is, like all these different things we kind of take for granted. It's like autopilot for us. But with that absorption, it's like receiving mode, right? They're also in like a psychic brainwave. That's why kids say creepy shit. If you have kids or you worked with kids, they start saying creepy shit between the ages of like 2 and, I mean, they can keep saying creepy shit if you let them, if you encourage them to explore that. But I've seen like 2 to like 6 is like prime time. Like my grandpa came and visited me. This is what he was wearing. This is what he looked like. Meanwhile, it's like grandpa died before the baby was born. Like I say creepy, but you know, I mean that in a good way. If I ever have kids, I'm like, please make them as creepy as possible. Okay, sorry, focus. Anyway, maybe you were one of those kids, actually. Maybe I'm going in on this because maybe you were one. Maybe you said those things, like you said creepy, paranormal. Maybe you shared paranormal experiences with family members, and maybe that got hushed, right? Because, you know, people don't always want to talk ghosts with other people. There's something about this took such a turn. There's something about paranormal activity though, Pisces. But like, it's such a good thing. I hope that you can feel that it's good from my joy in my voice. It's not bad. It's not, this is not a bad thing at all. This is so beautiful. Maybe if you were that kid, maybe go talk to that kid and be like, you were right. You know, what you saw, what you felt, it was right. You're valid. I'm going to validate you, especially if the adults around you were not able to do that for whatever reason, right? We're not going to make it about them. This is so good. This is so good. And if you didn't have that paranormal experience, there is still this inner child energy. I actually feel like if I keep going into the inner child energy, it's going to be like all these pockets of you guys. It's the paranormal creepy kids. It's the kids that were singing in front of the mirror, right? Like your heart out. Maybe some of you knew you were going to be seen or in a teacher or leadership role in some way. Others of you had like, oh my God, I'm not doing this. But whatever it was, dancing. I'm seeing Irish dancers, shout out. I was never one, but so cool to watch those cute little legs. Whatever this childhood experience was that you yearned for and didn't get to experience, give it to you now, because it's actually going to add to this magical energy that you have. There's something very supernatural about your presence, Pisces. Jesus Christ. The star card, this is big Aquarius energy, right? The thing with Aquarius, for those who don't know, Aquarius is the psychic of the air signs. It's the ancient universal wisdom of the entire multiverse. That Thoth energy and the tree of knowledge in the background, it gives like, it's not just the knowledge of Earth, and humanity and animals and everything here. It's everything. It's Earth and all planets, all galaxies, all systems, like solar systems, all universes. It's universal ancient wisdom, ancient knowledge. If you start feeding this inner child with the gift of experience, fun, freedom, laughter, singing, dancing, playing, you are naturally going to tap into that childlike brainwave. If you're a psychologist watching and you know the name of the brainwave, could you drop that in the comments for me? You know I'm going to see it. Otherwise, I'll look it up after this video. You're going to be in this brainwave of creation, absorption. It's like this twofold of seeing everything through a kid's eye, which is, I'm peeping all the patterns, the smallest details, the smallest shift in body language, I'm peeping it all. And in that energy of like, I'm peeping it all, it's receiving. You're also going to be given downloads about how to essentially change your 3D reality if that's something that you're trying to change. And I think we're all attempting to improve our 3D reality. And then with that is this like unlocking of other, let's say, celestial gifts or celestial knowledge, wisdom. This star card, you know, this is so, it's wish fulfillment and it's healing. It's actually giving a different kind of magician energy, like sorceress, but it's like beyond earthly realms. I wish there was a word. The word that I want to use is a combination of high priestess, magician, witch, sorcery, but it's not based, oh, what am I saying? It's not based on earth, though. It's based on oneness, universal, all of it. I don't think there's a word for that, right? And even this Ace of Swords underneath. Something very, very spiritual is happening to you as you take care of this kid. It's really like something supernatural happens to you as you, it's giving as you have fun. Fun looks like that's the prescription. Claim it, Pisces. I'm going to give my inner child fun. Can I get a little, okay, this is too much. A little more on the sun. They want you to wake up. There's some kind of slumber happening. They want you to wake up from some kind of slumber. If you're in a really regimented routine, that's so beautiful. Big Daddy Saturn loves that for you, right? There's an opportunity that's coming your way where you're going to be able to break up the routine, like a spontaneous opportunity. And they want you to take the spontaneous opportunity because it's going to fill your cup up. It's actually, you might be like, oh, I have to take time away from this thing that I'm doing, these people that I'm watching or supervising, or the situation that I'm in charge of. I don't know if it's right for me. It is right for you. This spontaneous opportunity to immerse in some kind of experience is actually going to add to these other things that you're doing. It's going to bring more stability to what you're doing. But it's like, it feels counterintuitive. You have to disconnect from the thing that you've been focusing on so hard. And you have to go into this. This is essentially the Ace of Cups. It's a gift from the universe. It's an offer from the universe. The source might come from someone else who, like maybe someone invites you somewhere. But the source is really source because this hand is coming from the cloud, and that cloud is the mystery of the divine. Can I get one more with this? Oh my God, yeah, look at that. Oh my God, the moon. Talking to the moon. The moon is that mystery energy, sun and moon. And we saw the star. Something's really aligning for you. Oh my God, remember I was hyper fixated on that alignment analogy? When the sun, the moon, and the star come out in a tarot reading, that it's supposed to give like when stars align, right? Or when celestial objects align. Tomato, tomato. Something's aligning. It could be this opportunity puts you in greater alignment, or something is aligning for you behind the scenes. Wow. It's going to shift how you, there's something you're learning about your own magic or your own, whatever shadows you most recently cleared out has left enough space for this thing to come in. Can I get one more on this Four of Cups? Smash that love button if you know what I'm talking about. What? Oh, I didn't even mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. All right, we'll take it. But that was not what I wanted to do. The King of Swords, King of Pentacles. It's wild. Okay. King of Swords, very logical, very data-driven, strategic. They don't say a lot. They don't emote, right? That's the opposite of this energy, though. This is someone who is outwardly expressing pure joy, bliss, inner happiness. So if you have been working on like a project, or you've been like very focused on a very serious thing, 2 days in a row, the sword quartz came out. If you've been focusing on something with very intense focus, this is going to break up that monotony. Not that this is a bad thing, but like this is kind of like a gift coming in to, I think, soften this energy that you have. Two of Swords gives, I have to decide whether I'm going to engage with this or not. And this King of Pentacles is like, he's not one for fun either, but this is like a family man. And this is somebody who has everything that they need. There might be a moment in time where you recognize like, all right, I don't need to be so fixated on getting something done. I'm allowed to take a break and feel into what's in front of me right now. There's also an undertone here. You could actually be receiving this invite from a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Could even be a trip. If this is work stuff, you could actually be, you know, when you work for corporate, sometimes they'll fly you out places, they have you travel. There could be like a spontaneous trip that you're asked to go on, and it's going to transition you from a very cerebral energy to a very present, enjoying the moment, enjoying the view from the top of the mountain. That is the King of Pentacles. Is like, I'm enjoying the view from the top. He made it to the top. You know, the only one above him is the Emperor. And this guy's got, he's got more luxuries of like less responsibility than the Emperor, so he can like have a little bit more freedom. It's also interesting that it's masculine energy, right? So this is a shout out for those of you who are in doing mode, doing. This is bringing you into an energy of feeling. Yeah, there's that Ace of Cups. Whoa, Queen of Cups. That Page of Wands is fun. Can I get a little clarity on the King? Ooh, Two of Cups, Knight of Wands. That Four Cups and Two Cups is Six of Cups. It's tying back to that Child on the Sun card. Whatever the spontaneous offer, invite is, they want you to take it. Or you're being encouraged to take it. You're being encouraged to allow yourself to have this experience. You might actually be in an experience with 2 other people, maybe 3 other people. Or you work on a team with that amount of people, and the spontaneous trip is going to give you a little break, right? If these 3 cups are people, it's going to give you a little break. And that break is going to bring you fun. It's going to bring you some more balance, and there's healing here, that alchemical sign, the caduceus. Yes, okay, that's confirmation, the Fool at the bottom. So whatever this offer is that comes in, you're being encouraged to take it. It's going to bring some sweetness, some nostalgia, some balance. It's going to take some of you out of your head. It might even, because this King of Pentacles is like, they don't have to grind so much anymore. If you have been in grind mode, this King of Pentacles transition is like, oh, I've moved from the headspace to the present moment, and now there's like a cash flow happening here. Or like this, it could even be like spontaneous windfall. Let's do this. Can I get a little clarity on that King of Pentacles? 2-2 is Master Builder. So it's like through this acceptance of the spontaneous offer, like this inner child gifting, it's just like acknowledging this kid. It's like not so much like, let's heal it, let's reparent it. This is more like, but are you having fun with this kid? This is letting you essentially rebuild a part of you that maybe went dark mode. We saw that Moon before. Temperance is clarifying the King of Pentacles. And what's so funny is we have the Sun and the Moon on this card, and we saw that Sun and the Moon before. So this actually is bringing you into greater balance, because they want to guide you somewhere. All right, so we have to move from the head to the present moment. This feels like there's parts. Anything else with this Temperance? Sagittarius energy, wow. And isn't that wild? I just said the only person above him is the Emperor. Smash that love button, Pisces. This like, shake it up. This shakeup is putting you in a much more stable position. Isn't that funny how like disconnecting from what you're doing actually puts you where you want to be, or like where you're trying to be? Okay. Yeah, 2 of Pentacles, High Priestess at the bottom. 2-2 again. So now we have 2-2, 2-2. Usually 2-2-2 means alignment or right path, and I went so hard on that alignment analogy. This is putting you either back into alignment, or it's like transitioning you out of one gear into another. I think some of you will also know this. There's like an awareness High Priestess. You are the High Priestess, right? Drop it in the comments, drop it in the live chat. I am the High Priestess. I think that you realize that you've been either juggling too much, there's like too much on your plate, or you've been overusing one gear, but it doesn't feel stable enough to switch out of that gear. So this thing that comes in is putting you in a different gear. How many times can she say gear? Oh my God. Yeah, it was keeping you stuck. Okay. What else with this journey? Well, there's your witch magic. That's shadow queen, shadow work queen. She's also the manifesting queen. These sunflowers. We're going from the big masculine energy over here. Now we're going into the feminine. Is that not the ultimate like balance, the sun and the moon? Also, I don't know if this is important to this, but like this is a very attractive energy. You attract what's aligned for you. The Queen of Wands, the Empress, and the Magician are all manifestation folks. They all manifest, but in 3 different ways. The Magician uses what they have and a connection to divinity, faith, hope to manifest. The Empress manifests through visualization, and she simply receives by being, not doing. The Queen of Wands manifests through energetic alignment. And what that means is she goes into the shadow and clears the density. And then she allows the aligned manifestations to find her. She actually doesn't put too much effort into the manifestation process. Whereas the Empress is very intentional with it. The Queen of Wands kind of just has manifestations show up. And then she gets to choose if she wants to keep it or not. Does that make sense? Oh my God. Okay, that is definitely that. Kiss me on the like button with that star card, Queen of Wands. This is the Paradise card too. So there's some kind of paradise that you are calling in for yourself as we shift gears. Yeah, 3 wands and her wand, that's the 4 wands. And that's the ultimate manifestation, delivery. Why the 3 though? Another 3. And the moon. It's like in due time. When you believe anything is possible, the anything happens. When you believe anything is possible, magic happens. Why does this side feel so mysterious? Oh my God, look who's at the bottom. The Hierophant. Tell me about this Queen of Wands. Okay, as you allow yourself to experience this spontaneous joy or fulfillment, you're actually able to bring that level of joy or gratitude with you into your everyday life. It's almost like building paradise in the now, but it's almost like you go into the well, one sunflower at a time. You hold the keys to this, right? This is some kind of spiritual, no? Yeah, it is, but it's a spiritual lesson. It's a spiritual upgrade, but there's something bigger. Can you help me? Queen. Another fucking 3. You know I was talking paranormal before? Please don't, I hope this does not scare you. Someone here is able to dance with their demons. There's something you are not afraid of anymore, and that's why you're able to build off this energy. There are certain devils, you know, we all have them. We all have limiting beliefs, restrictions, fears. Someone, through this, like, let me gift myself joy, fun, spontaneity, and this awareness of, like, death and rebirth, that is the blueprint of this earth school. So I'm just going to roll with it, right? Someone is not afraid of this anymore, and they're actually able to build off of the shadow, or build off of the fears, or build off of the limitations. It's building off of the darkness, which is, that's like pretty much the most warrior thing you could do. Wow, look at that. Hierophant, 7 of Swords, 3 of Swords, 8 of Cups. This is someone who's becoming masterful at transmuting betrayals, heartbreaks, and abandonment into some kind of 3D, either a creation or a revenue stream. And this devil energy is Capricorn. So there's like a return on investment that's coming off of this build. That Queen of Wands, because she's that shadow work queen, it like, I can't explain it, I guess, but it makes sense that the devil and her can work together. They can work together because she's the one that's not afraid of this. Not that the other queens are afraid, but they have different wheelhouses. The Queen of Wands wheelhouse is, let me go into the dark, you know? Anything else with that devil? 10 of Wands. Yeah, major, it's like making your demons work for you. I don't know what that is. That's sick though. Making your demons work for you, making your fears work for you. Maybe it's like using it as fuel or motivation, or you're literally transmuting so much in your being that, again, manifestations are just aligning for you. Some of you actually had to put down or like disconnect from a toxic energy that would prefer you stay in this. Because when you stay in this, you don't feel, but your power is actually in feeling. You have a very strong mindset, right? And you have a very strong connection to earth. But your real magic is in your water and your fire. Specifically, this collective I'm reading for. But someone, not that it matters, but it looks like there could have been somebody plugged into you, and they may have taken any creative alignment juices that you have when you transmute yourself. They might have been siphoning that, and that's coming to a close. Especially if they're a Capricorn, or if they're a Taurus, or if they're an air sign. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Right, with that 8 of Cups at the bottom. Well, so then what's the deal with the 3s? It sounds so simple, but this keeps coming like, if you believe that your harvest is possible, if you believe that your wishes are possible, if you believe that anything is possible, then you actually will receive the world. You'll get it all and more. And the World card is card number 21. Breaks down to 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3, 3, 3. You're guided by the Ascended Masters. Okay. Star card. That's more air. There's a lot of air in this. That's a message. Knight of Swords, Page of. So when it comes to believe anything is possible, your paradise is en route. You have found the alignment conveyor belt, whichever one you're supposed to be on. And we're multidimensional, right? So you can move through the conveyor belts that are of reality, that are all moving parallel to one another at the same time. You might already do that, and you'll know that you do that if, ready? If you go from peaceful hermit mode, solitude, maybe you spend a lot of time alone or in nature, not around a lot of crowds. If you visit people from the past or old friend groups, or you're out in social, if you're out being social, and then you come back home, if it takes you about a day or two to readjust to your homeostasis frequency, you are coming in and out of timelines. It's essentially you visited. I hope this makes sense, guys. When you step outside of your normal routine, you're visiting a different frequency, a different timeline. And then when you come back, it takes a little readjusting. It's like when planes are landing, we have that like as they hit the runway, but then it's like smooth, we landed, okay? But that bumpiness is coming back into your frequency. I don't even know how I got here, guys. I'm sorry. Anyway, your paradise is coming. And it's going to start with something very simple. No, that's not the word, but it is simple. There's something very sweet, low stakes. It's not going to scare you that comes in, but it might feel like it was a fast arrival. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles underneath the Hierophant, clarifying that. I mean, confirming that. Tell me about this message. Eight of Cups. Can I get clarity on the 8? Three of Cups, Fool, 8 of Wands. Are you trying to leave something else now? That's 11 Cups. So this is a wish. It's a brand new beginning that you want. It's communication that you want, and it enables you to take a leap forward. It's aligned with some kind of inspiration that you just recently, did you just get an idea, download, or like, ooh, I'd love to make this, I'd love to venture into this creative pathway. I'd love to explore a little bit more here, like some kind of divine inspiration, motivation. This message that comes in is the beginning. It's the beginning of all these 8 stars coming in for you. The message may seem fast, but the offer itself is manageable. So you might, how can you say that? The person who delivers this message, it might feel fast, or how they're moving is fast, but the offer itself is manageable. Well, let's talk about the offer. Let's get a different deck. Pisces, can you kiss me on the like button, babe? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Wow. 9 of Pentacles. I said, tell me about the offer. And they said 9 of Pentacles. So this is for the folks who have been providing for themselves, allowing the divine to guide them towards what needs to be grown next. It's also a very abundant pre-Empress energy. Tell me about this message. Wow. So if you're in the 9 and you get this message, it's the Ace, and that puts you in the 10, Queen of Swords. Because you are able to appreciate it now. Oh my God, wait a minute. Okay. For so long, we have been getting flushed with the message of boundaries in every angle. Boundaries with friends, boundaries with the phone, boundaries with technology, boundaries with what we consume, boundaries with our body, boundaries with how much access people have to us, right? And for the longest time, it's like, I know I've heard this and I believe this, they're preparing us. Like, we need to have a certain strength in our boundary setting. This is giving this Ace of Pentacles, which is underneath the Hierophant. It's like from the divine. This ace that puts you in your most ideal paradise in the 3D world. You are ready to appropriately receive, defend, protect it. Not that you know, it's like you might have given this out before. You know what I mean? You might not have preserved and protected this with the fierceness you have now. And fierceness is good. This is fierce. Queen of Wands dancing with the demons. That's fierce. That's not evil. I'm not letting this illusion of fear drive me. I'm transmuting this into something that I can build for myself, or a frequency that allows more to come in. And then look what happens. More comes in. Honestly, this is the second time the eight of Swords is at the bottom of a deck, right? I feel like if we got this any sooner, for whoever this is, we might not have understood or appreciated how much magic is behind this Ace of Pentacles. And the awe and wow and the magic is real feeling that comes with this is also part of the gift. Like, this will absolutely put you over into this looks like best case scenario in some kind of financial, career, home stability situation or health. But like the magic part of it also adds to the gift itself. Like, this is not, it's not just 3D. It's like showing up in the 3D because of how much has gone on in the background. that you might not have let yourself believe before, especially if you were that kid that said creepy shit and people were like, don't, you know, you might not have allowed yourself to be like, this is magic. This is from the divine. This is from my work. This is from me going within and healing and releasing. So now I'm getting a little, there's like a bridge of human and divine and self. So part of this gift is also recognizing how fucking powerful you are. And I think that before, you might not have allowed yourself to sit in that knowing, because perhaps you've been told so many times that you are not magic, or that your gifts aren't real, or that this isn't possible, or that you're leaning too far into the woo, or like whatever bullshit people try to spew at you. But you're the one that's balanced here, because your feminine, masculine energy are both out, and they keep showing out. Sun and the moon, King and Queen of Swords. That's big not seeing. You see that, tarot students? That's big not seeing. This is not seeing. Okay, just background so you know who this is for. This is for the people who were blinded to their own value in relationships. You settled. I get it. I've been there. And Eight of Swords. You also limited yourself in your everyday environment. Yeah, you're being freed. Damn. Advice for Pisces. This is so nice. Advice is Two of Wands. Step outside the comfort zone. When you get this message, trust yourself. Holy shit, Ten of Pentacles at the bottom though. Trust yourself, right? Also come back and tell me what this was so I can celebrate you. You're going to get this a la phone, text message, FaceTime, email. Trust yourself. You're allowed to leave what you've always known. This spontaneous trip, this spontaneous opportunity, this spontaneous gift, take it, Pisces. Advice. How is Seven of Cups advice? Remember you're a witch. Remember, you see her hat? Doesn't this look like Samantha from Bewitched? Shout out to all of you who just wiggled your little cute ass little nose. Remember you called this in. And you have Seven of Cups as choice, it's option. Choices and options, that's privilege. Advice. I don't want to cover the sun. Six of Pentacles. This is to balance shit out, man. This is you, for the folks who always give out, this is the divine giving to you now. Anything else I'm missing here? Ooh, that was tricky. Underneath that Lover's card was a King of Pentacles. Okay. If you had to disconnect recently from, there's a lot of, I'm not going to lie to you, there's a lot of divorced energy on the card, on the table. And if it's not divorce, disconnecting, let's say just disconnecting from partnerships that we thought would have lasted longer. Including family, because this is the family man energy. All of the goodbyes that you had to say to get here is bringing you into harmony to actually be able to receive. The birds are your ancestors. It's the divine. When the birds come and squawk, when the birds come and flock to you, when the birds show up at the exact right time, that is the universe reminding you. And what's underneath that harmony is, boom, this King of Pentacles sitting at the top of the mountain, enjoying his view from the top. This is your opportunity to enjoy the view from the top. Some of you are traveling to a mountain. I don't know. Take the trip. Accept the offer. Let yourself expand into this. and gift that inner child everything that they wanted, because there is so much magic waiting to be cashed in on in your everyday life. Oh my God, guess who's at the bottom of the deck? They're already on the table. Ready? A little superpower. Queen of Wands. You did some major transmuting, and now this shit's just lining up for you. See that? Ace of Wands underneath, Ace of Pentacles underneath. They just start showing up. Claim it. Offers from the divine just show up for me. BAYBEEE. Pisces, I love this for us. Claim the S-H-I-T out of it, kid. Pisces, hold my hands. I'm sending you so much Reiki love and healing. Take a big, deep breath in through the nose. Slowly releasing through the mouth. And affirm, I create my reality. I blanked on that one, but I was like, I am the High Priestess. Yes, you are, Pisces. I love you guys.